The trolls are going to love today's video because I am opening myself up to vulnerability and giving self-disclosure. Trolls love it because it gives them ammunition. In today's video, I am going to give a story on what happened yesterday. So I got called out. I got called out on the range. You guys know that I do a lot of instructing. I do a lot of tactical training, range exercises. And yesterday, I finally got called out. So let me give you a little backstory. I had my guys do the FBI pistol qualification course. If you ever taken the FBI pistol qualification course, it is a bit challenging if you have to get a score of at least 80%. If you want to attend any of the federal law enforcement firearms courses and even these courses at the state level, a good way to gauge whether or not you're going to be successful is take the FBI pistol qualification course and score with at least 80%. A lot of these instructor level courses, you have to qualify with an 80%, sometimes 90%, but generally 80% is the acceptable scoring area. I have never done the FBI qualification course myself to the T. I did some variants of it, but I haven't done it. And then yesterday, I had my guys do it. Rule number one, if you're an instructor, don't make the mistake that I did and not practice something before you require it of others. That's a huge mistake that I made. Again, I did some variants of the FBI qualification course, but I never actually did the course to the T. So my guys were doing it, and they were screwing it all up. I think the pass rate was like 50%. 50% pass rate. And some of these guys, they have been instructors for a while. Well, one of the guys was instructor for a while, and the other guy's been shooting for a while. But they had trouble following the course of fire. Now, with these courses of fire, you have to follow the instructions to the T, or you will be kicked out. True story, I got kicked out of the Riverside County Sheriff's Department Firearms Instructor School. Basic Range Master School is a 40-hour class. And I shot from the wrong side of the barricade. I went to the right side of the barricade, but what I'm saying is I hit the wrong guy. I hit the wrong suspect. They gave me a remediation, and I repeated a similar mistake, but I went to the wrong side of the barricade. So they kicked me out. Now, obviously, I had to go through a bunch of instructor level courses to be certified as a California post instructor. Nevertheless, I had to do that course or a variant of it all over again. If you make any mistake in the course of fire, they're going to remove you from the course. Sometimes they'll give you a chance to remediate. Some of you are saying, well, how difficult is this? Okay, let's test this. I want you to get a BB gun. No, actually an airsoft pistol. Get something that's not going to be lethal. If you do have a firearm, take out the magazine and rack the slide back and forth. Make sure that there is no cartridge in the chamber. Make sure that you have an empty weapon. Remove all of your magazines, including your ammunition sources, and put it on the other side of the house. You should have an empty weapon by now, or an airsoft or a training gun. I want you to find a wall, and don't fast forward this video so you get the tips. I want you to do this as I speak. Otherwise, you're cheating, and you're not gonna get a full feeling of an FBI qualification course. Trust me on this one. So find a wall where you're able to fire from the left and fire from the right without any obstructions. So if you have a wall that just allows you to shoot on the right, that's not going to be a good wall. Find a wall that allows you to shoot on the left, shoot on the right, and that allows you to perceive a target that's in front of you. You can even get a mattress, overturn it. You can even get a huge chair or a huge desk or a cabinet and use that as your barricade. On command, you will do the following. You're going to unholster your pistol, go to a prone position, and make 6 hits. You are then going to go to a kneeling position on your strong side of the barricade and make 3 hits. Remember, that's a kneeling position. You are then going to go to a standing position on the strong side of the barricade and make 6 hits. You will then transition to the weak side of the barricade and in a kneeling position and make 3 hits. You will make a total of 18 hits and you have 1 minute and 15 seconds to do so. Are there any questions? Does anybody want me to repeat the instructions? If you want me to repeat the instructions, raise your hand. I'm asking you to actually really do that. Raise your hand. I'm sure that there's some people watching this video that raise their hand because they want me to repeat the instructions. Sure, not a problem. So this course of fire is going to happen at the 25-yard line. You are going to be at the barricade. On my command of threat, from a holstered position, you will draw your firearm, go to a prone position, and make 6 hits. You will then go to a kneeling position on the strong side of the barricade and make 3 hits. You will then stand up and remain at the strong side of the barricade and make 6 hits. You'll then transition to the weak side of the barricade, go to a kneeling position, and make 3 hits. 6-3, 6-3. Any questions? I didn't think so. You have 1 minute and 15 seconds to perform this drill, and you have to make 18 hits. Are you ready? Shooters ready. On the command of threat, threat. I see a hand go up. I see someone asking questions. They're raising their hand. Do I go to prone first or do I go to kneeling first? What was it? So look, at this point in time, you can't even ask questions. You have to remember the course of fire. 6 prone, 3 kneeling, strong side barricade, 6 standing position, strong side of the barricade, and then 3 hits on the kneeling position, weak side of the barricade. There's no interruptions. We don't say, go ahead and do 6 prone. Okay, you're done. Now you're going to do 3 hits. We're not going to interrupt you. It's continuous. And guys, a lot of people mess this up. Okay, my guys mess this all up. And they said this to me. You know what? I want to say you do this. I want to say you not mess this up. And then I was thinking, you know what? After all these years, I say practice what you preach, lead by example, so I better do it myself. Guys, I was nervous though. I had everybody just eyeballing me when it was my turn. And I thought, you know what? I might mess up the sequence. So look, if you start off with 6 standing and then go to kneeling and then prone, you already messed it up. You have to do it exactly in that sequence. And that's where everybody was messing up on. So I was extremely nervous, hoping that I didn't screw it up. And then at the end, I didn't. So I would have passed. My scoring, I thought initially that the shadow area, which is the lighter area of the target, Randy, one of our subscribers, helped me out. He said that that's the vital zone area. And FBI creates a vital zone area just to show you that this is the vital zone area. That area doesn't count. So I was doing the scoring, and I would have received a 96%. Because 3 rounds went into this vital area that I thought was part of the target, I would have received a score of 80%. Remember, I have 3 in the vital area, and then I have 2 that were to the right of the target. So that would have been 80% score. That would have been passing. That's not my standards, but I would have passed. Basic rule of thumb is this. I'm not trying to show you guys how badass I am, because I'm showing you that, I received, based on how we were scoring, I received a score of 96%. But then afterwards, when I found out we can't use the area at the bottom, If I use that scoring, then it's obviously 80%. And if I wanted to show how much of a badass I am, I wouldn't be going here telling you that I deserve an 80%. It doesn't matter if you're in martial arts or you're a martial arts instructor, whatever it is that you're instructing, you have to be able to perform, because you're going to lose a lot of credibility. Guys, if I screwed up the course of fire, if I missed if I made too many misses, my reputation on the line is gone. I've been the range master for 4 years. I've been a BSIS instructor since 2010. My reputation was on the line. If you are a martial arts instructor, any type of instructor, make sure you know your stuff, because one of these days somebody will call you out. Nobody has called me out ever in my course of being a firearm instructor, and finally they called me out. There's like 2 of them. They said, we want to watch you do this. Know your stuff. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Let me know what you guys think of being an instructor in general. I'm looking forward to the comments and the dialogue. Take care.